Hello, Louisiana Beer Review. Another little thing.
Just another little thing. This one is the limited Haze series. Here we go again. It's Haze. This one is cryo hops. So what this is a freeze-dried hop. I'm not for sure what hops they're using.
Cool little thing.
This is coming in at 7.5% alcohol. Pardon me for not doing the homework on this. I brought this one over. It says dive into Cryo Fresh,
Cryo.
and it's trademarked. That's what the TM is.
Cryo.
Hop flavor.
What I'll do is I'll look on the website and I'll add the information below and people can just look and see.
This is part of the Hazy series. It shows a deep diver going down into the ocean. Looks like he's trying to scoop him with some hops, and those pictures to me kind of resemble jellyfish, but you don't get that. I mean, this isn't like jellyfish.
Can I look at it?
Yeah.
I've never seen this.
So we did a cryo hop beer a while back, maybe a year plus so, and I remember how it tasted. To me, that particular beer and the hops, it just tasted like it was missing some of the oiliness that you get from hops.
And that was from Oregon. It was called Hop. I can't remember the name of the company. The company was Hop something, right? And they had a hop on all the labels. Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought that 12-pack.
I don't recall what it was either.
Yeah, I could look it up. It was Hop something.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, there's that Power Stroke Diesel.
All right, that's cool. You can have the rest. Yeah, so this is coming in at 7.5% alcohol. This one isn't as hazy as the other Haze series ones we were doing. This one's actually, and this one is not in your 12-pack because this one's just been released. This one just hit the market. I had to go hunt it down. I went to 3 different stores to get it.
So you don't like them, but you hunt for them. That's a kind of odd thing.
Well, I wanted to try it. We had one up one at a time. It was kind of strange. So I was like, really, why is somebody else doing this again?
Yeah, I usually don't hunt for things I don't like. That's just me, but you're different, so we're all different. It's like a big,
well, I was getting reports that it was good.
big diverse world.
So when you get reports it's good, you second guess your better judgment, and you're like, oh, well, I'll try it again. So some of the things I'm getting off of this. Oh, by the way, it's slightly opaque, and it does have
semi-transparent because I'm looking out the window.
You can actually see.
Yeah, I'm looking out the window.
Yeah, it's like looking through fog. Again, it's,
it smells cleaner than those other two.
Yeah. Now whether this has got wheat or oat or anything in it to make it, I don't know.
It's got a Pilsner note, like a barley malt Pilsner note.
It does. There is. You can get it. There's beer.
But it's an ale, not a lager. All right.
And for those in the audience that don't know the distinguish between the two, can you explain the distinguishing factor between a lager or an ale?
Well, lagers are bottom fermented, meaning the yeast they use sinks to the bottom of the tank, the fermentation tank, and they usually produce it at a lower temperature, and then the ales are produced at a higher temperature, like warmer brewing, and the ale yeast floats to the top.
So is it because of the temperature that's being?
Well, it's just some yeast is more amenable to cold, and some yeast is more amenable to heat. And then secondly, lagers have to be aged a long time, like 28 days, 30 days or longer. Yeah, ales, they can brew it, and they can sometimes only age it for like 3 or 4 days and sell it. But a lager, like Steel Reserve, it's got to be aged like nearly a month.
So what distinguishes between an ale and an India Pale Ale in that whole process?
Lager means cellar in German.
Okay.
Well, India Pale is just a type of ale.
Right, I know that.
It's just a type of ale, just like golden ale or blonde ale or.
Cheers. This would be golden in color. So.
Or a stout, which is a stout dark ale.
So before I taste this, I just want to make a comment about freeze-driedness. The only thing I've experienced in my life that was freeze dried is Senka coffee.
Don't
And that was big back in the 70s. You know, you go in there and
that was a decaf though. They had the Folgers crystals.
yeah, basically that's what I'm getting at. Is a freeze dried coffee.
You get that when you go camping, you know, because you didn't have a
Well, if
whole
you go to
lot.
your grandparents and they didn't feel like, you know, they always had it like at the camp. Right, speaking of, they'd have it at the camp. You know, be out there in the bayou and they'd have a camp with a boat underneath and all that. And, oh yeah, we got the sink in there because it keeps. That's what they say.
Or Foster's, Folgers crystals.
Folgers, yeah, because we got a big Folgers.
Now they still sell instant coffee at the store, but not too many people buy it.
Nah.
But I know somebody I work with, he says, all right, that's what I buy. I said, Folgers? Yeah. But then he told me he bought the instant coffee. I said, you buy instant coffee? Yeah. I just put it in hot water and I said, okay, man.
Yeah, it kind of produces kind of like a creaminess.
Cause
Like its own different
yeah,
effect.
because it's so hard to make regular coffee in a pot, you know. It's so hard, it takes like 2 minutes.
And that's like encoded into my brain because as a child I was introduced to it and like, oh, well, you could try this, and it was like, oh, okay, and you'd have it with a donut and some cookies.
Yeah, I know. I drank all that
So
stuff.
with that said, I am kind of getting that effect off of this. Now, what that effect is, it must be the process.
And then they had all the
of
flavor ones, like I think it was called International Collection. They had like French vanilla and all those. Remember those? That came in a little rectangle. All right, this is cleaner than the other two we had.
Yeah, it's got that freeze dryness going on.
Medium bodied, dry finish. Sweetness is kind of moderate. Bitterness is low. I'm thinking the IBU is probably around 25, maybe 30, but it doesn't seem like it.
And then it just kind of dies.
Oh, I remember
just
now.
kinda dies.
That stuff was called Hop Valley. And I like the Hop Valley, but you hated it. But that's the past. This is crisp. It's kind of like the crisp little thing. Remember the crisp little thing was the Pilsner version?
Yeah, it's just candied sugar.
Yeah.
The hops are kind of one. I mean, they're just kind of one.
Yeah. Tropical, dank, cool. It's kind of like, this is the menthol version of the 3 cigarettes, and I'm going to take the cools.
It's like
I'm going to take the Newports.
it's like they made the same beer and just flavored it different. Like, okay, well, we're gonna have flavors to the beers, and you choose what flavor you like.
Yeah, this is the menthol. This is the cools. Or
It
the
is.
Newport, or
Yeah.
the Newports.
No, it's the cools. I'll take the cools. You had the Newports.
You know what I'm talking about? Newports, cigarettes.
Yeah, menthols.
Those are like your 2 big menthol brands. All right.
Salem's.
Oh right, Salem. Where's my mind? Where's my mind?
Yeah. I am kind of getting that. Now that you mentioned that, I didn't really think about it. I'm like, yeah, it's almost like a menthol cigarette.
All right. So if you want a beer that tastes like a Salem. Okay.
That's exactly what it is. It tastes like Salem.
There you go.
I used to steal them from my dad when I was a little boy and go smoke them. And when like 12, you turn green, go lay down in the bed. Mom would come in, hey, what are you doing? I don't feel good. I don't feel good. She'd look at you and say, you turned green, you stole some of your dad's cigarettes, huh? Just wait till he gets home. You just go there and suffer.
Yeah. Well, I never did that. But
It's because you didn't live life when you were young.
no, it's because my parents stopped smoking around 1973. So I didn't really have any interest in cigarettes well, I never did in my whole life, but especially at that age. But anyway, they just like abruptly gave up smoking overnight. All right. Anyway,
I think this is the better flavor of all the 3. Of the 3 that we've done, it's been the Sierra Nevada day, guys.
Yeah.
We didn't plan this out. I just called and said, hey, I'm bringing a beer over. He's like, okay. And I get here and it's like, ooh, same series, different flavor.
it has a little dingness to it though. I'm gonna give it a 85, a B. So I went from a B to a B minus, and now I'm back to a B. I'm gonna say 85. It's good, but I wouldn't be running to buy it, you know. But it's good. Now I'm gonna go buy some Salem, some Cools, and some Newports. No, I don't smoke cigarettes, but
You smoke those little cigars.
the little menthol cigars, yeah, those are good. One a day, that's not too much. 31 a month. None during Lent. Helps clear up my lungs. Like helps your breathing, to me, I think. I don't know, that's the way I feel about it. I think that menthol is, when I breathe it in. Okay, but anyway.
I smoked cigarettes for 15 years solid. It took me 15 years to quit, and I haven't smoked cigarettes in 17 years.
I bet you did not smoke one a day, though.
No, I smoked a lot, and I'll never smoke again.
Okay,
I'll
so
never.
you were at a kind of an extreme.
To me, it stinks. No, I was addicted to nicotine. Like
I'm at a low extreme. I mean, one a day is a very low.
You know what's
extreme.
amazing is that I was at Danny and Claude's, and I was ordering a sandwich, and places like totally expensive now. So I'm like, okay, whatever, a sandwich. I was hungry, and I'm standing there and I'm waiting for the sandwich to come out. I look over and they got all their cigarettes all over the place, and Marlboros were $9.52 a pack. So I see these people coming up and they're like, and they're giving them a $20 bill, and they're like, I want one pack of cigarettes. They get $9 and change back, and I was like,
I remember at National Grocery Store over here. You remember National? Over here at National, they used to have a vending machine, and they were 40 cents a pack.
yeah, we used to go buy them at the vending machines when we were kids for 45 cents a pack. They were 75 cents a pack when I was in high school. They went up to $1, and that's when people started hell raising and quitting and all that. Then it went up to $1.50, and it kind of stabilized for a while.
Yeah, but I remember 40 cents.
Then the greedy politicians decided to go ahead and add taxes onto it, and add taxes and add taxes.
A cash
So
cow.
now,
A cash cow.
everyone out there with an uncontrollable addiction has got to pay a car note for cigarettes.
Well, I think there's a underground market for that. I don't want to talk about that on air, but I think there's a back door. All right, but anyway, so I'm saying 80. What is it? 83, 82, and 85. Yeah, 85. A good beer. It's good. I wouldn't be running to buy it, but it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Score.
Yeah, I know. I was waiting for you to finish. It's being polite. I'm going to give it an 87.
Really, that's new.
I'm going to give it an 87 because the beer I brought over to try. No, it's a lot better than I expected.
Exactly true. Now the truth comes out.
It's a lot better than I expected. You know, that's what these duo tastings do. That when we get together and we speak, and we kind of bing, you know, what we're feeling off of it back and forth to each other. We kind of reminisce or kind of remind the other person, and the other person goes, oh yeah, well maybe so. So it does taste a little better than I've done a review with you on it. So yeah, I think it's good. I would recommend it. I wouldn't run it down. I mean, I don't think it's a rundown beer, but if you just see it, pick it up. It's pleasant. It's kind of cool.
So 87. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Lazy Le Bon Ton Relais, a good beer, and we're going to end this review by saying.
I was going to show the can.
We're going to end this review by saying y'all go to North Carolina or California and take a Sierra Nevada brewery tour.
Tank.